like a bird on a tree. I'm just sitting here. I got time.
Hi everyone, my name's Colette Matriga. Welcome to Colette's Thermy Kitchen on YouTube. Tonight we're making a very special coconut kind of bliss ball, and it's a basic recipe that you can add lots of different elements into. So let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to pop in here my wet ingredients. So first of all, I've got some beautiful coconut cream that's going into the Thermomix. Next, I'm adding some maple syrup. Yes, you could definitely add honey if you prefer to add honey. So maple syrup's going in. And then, of course, some coconut oil. So coconut oil is going in. And then all I want to do is mix those wet ingredients together. And I'm going to pop the lid on. I'm going to mix those for 5 seconds. At speed number 5. Okay, now so to that beautiful wet mixture, which is a bit all up the side of the bowl, so I just need to scrape that down. And then I'm going to add in my dry ingredients. So the dry ingredients, of course, they're coconut balls, so I'm adding some desiccated coconut, and I've put in a little bit of shredded coconut as well, just for a bit of additional texture. So that's going in. And then my magic ingredient is this one. So you could swap this out for whatever you want. I'm using Pitaya powder, which is a great antioxidant. It's basically dragon fruit powder. It's going to give these bliss balls an amazing color, and of course it's got all those beautiful health benefits. So I'm going to add this into my mix. Another nice alternative is you could get some freeze-dried raspberries and blitz them up into a powder in the Thermomix, and that would be beautiful too. So once that's done, just need to mix all of this together, the wet and the dry, and I'm going to go for 5 seconds at speed 5. Okay, and I'm just going to scrape down the sides of the bowl. Oh my gosh, look at the colour! Isn't that beautiful? Who would not want to eat one of these little beauties? So scraping down the bowl. And then I'm going to go once more to make sure it's really thoroughly blended. So again, another 5 seconds at speed 5. That's perfectly blended. Look at the colour, just amazing, absolutely beautiful. So what I now want to do, because that's still quite kind of mushy, I just want to pop that in the fridge for about 15 minutes just to give that a chance to get a bit cooler. That's going to help me to shape these into balls much more easily. So just popping on my little Thermomix silicone lid, and I'm just going to pop that into the fridge. Now these are available in the mix shop, super handy when you're transporting things, and also great for when you just want to pop it into the fridge with no air getting in and drying it out. So that's okay, so it's been about 15 minutes, so I've taken the beautiful mix out of the fridge. Now I did add another ingredient which I just mixed in. I popped into the Thermomix some blanched almonds which I had in the pantry, and I just whizzed them up for 5 seconds at speed 6, and they just broke them down to little kind of pieces, and I think that's going to be beautiful as an additional kind of texture in these coconut balls. So now all I need to do is to scoop these out and to just pop these down onto a mat or some paper, greaseproof paper, And then what I will do is pop these in the freezer for about an hour to chill down so they're really, really cold, and then we can get on with the final stage. The coconut balls are in the freezer. They've been there for about 50 minutes, so now it's time to melt some chocolate, because these coconut balls dredged in a little bit of chocolate are going to be a taste made in heaven. So what we're going to do is to pop into the Thermomix some chocolate. Now I'm using some Callebaut chocolate. It's about 70%, 70-80%, so it's quite nice and bitter. You use whatever chocolate you want. So the first thing we want to do is just kind of grate this down. And to the chocolate I'm going to add a little bit of coconut oil. And then that's going to be melted down for 3 minutes, 60 degrees at speed number 4. The second melt has now finished, so that chocolate is smooth and luscious and very dreamy and very pourable and maneuverable with the addition of that coconut oil. So all I'm going to do is to just pour this into this tray. Get every last bit of that chocolate out because it is delicious. So remember with your Thermomix, when you're actually scraping your bowl, you always must work in a clockwise direction so that your spatula is hitting the back of the blade, so it's really chopped up. So all I'm going to do now is to take my beautiful balls, my coconut balls that have been in the freezer, and all I'm going to do is to take them out and to just drop them in the chocolate, because I don't want to cover the whole lot. Of course you can if you want to. And then I'm just going to drain that off and I'm going to pop them back. So just in, give them a nice swirl around, and lift them up and pop them back down. So there you go. The coconut balls have had their bottoms bathed in chocolate, and I have a little bit of excess chocolate left over. So waste not, want not, really too good to waste, not to waste. You've got to use it up, in other words. So all I'm going to do is to grab one of my Thermomix piping bags. I love these, available in our mix shop, and the size and everything is just perfect about these. So I'm just taking one of these little guys out, and I'm just going to pop it into my jug. Glass is fine. And then what I'm going to do is to simply scrape this excess chocolate into here. Alright. So back to the balls. And all I'm going to do is to grab this and just squeeze out the air, give that a few twists so I'm nice and taut with this. Perfect. Snip off the end just a tiny little bit. And, ooh, and then let's drizzle that extra goodness all over these. I think they look amazing. What do you think? Extra chocolate, that won't go to waste, believe you me. Now, oh gosh, I'm going to eat all of that. But there you go, my coconut balls, and they are so beautiful. Just use whatever powder you want in them to change the colors. There's so many possibilities. So I'll have that recipe for you. Enjoy them. Thank you so much for coming by today. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. That way you will get all my new videos dropped into your inbox and you won't miss a single thing. Thanks for now. Bye.
Like a bird on a tree, I'm just sitting